lay there holding his breath. But if he wanted to, he could lay there 20, 30 minutes holding his breath on a hot day like today. On a cold winter day, he could lay under this water 4, 5, 6 hours. I've seen him do it. Alligators are cold-blooded reptiles. Now in the summertime when the weather's hot, they can't do it. But in the wintertime when the weather gets close to freezing temperatures, they have the ability to lower their heart rates. And on really cold days, especially December and January, that's when we get our coldest weather. We get freezing temperatures here from time to time. When that happens, alligators do one thing, nothing. He lays right here in the middle of this pool. I fill this pool completely up in the wintertime. He lays in this deepest part, fills up his lungs with air first. We had a couple of days this past winter where it got down to 34 degrees one day. I seen him come up once all day and get air. The second day it warmed up to 37. He come up twice all day and got air. The rest of the time he's laying under this water holding his breath. They can lower their heart rates to as low as 3 to 5 heartbeats per minute, still under the water for hours and hours at a time. There you go. They don't like cold weather, do you? No. They have waterproof eyes, ears, noses, and throats. And even though he's under the water right now, he's still hearing me, folks. Yes, he's picking up every sound around him. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. But they do have large ears. If you'll let me, I'm going to show them to you. Here you go. Charlie, can you wake up? Huh? You laying under your water being lazy? Huh? Now, folks, first thing I'm going to show you is watch his eye. When I tap it, you're going to see a clear eyelid close from the front to the back. Did you see it? Mm-hmm. That's called a nictitating membrane. That's how alligators see under the water. It's kind of like us wearing a scuba mask in Charlie. What's the deal? Yeah. Oh, petty behavior. Now, the eyelids for the sun are a little bit different. They close from the top down and the bottom up. You can meet in the middle. They have triple eyelids, actually. And when alligators catch food, or when they fight with other alligators, to protect their eyes, they roll them back into their skull, just like that. These pads on top are very, very hard. They don't like getting their eyes poked out. Yeah, they catch live animals like deer, wild pigs, these big wading birds out there, turtles, things that are kicking and scratching and gouging and trying to get away. They don't like getting their eyes poked out. They also have very large waterproof ears. Here you go. Charlie, wake up. I'm going to show him your ear. Behave your little self. Well, folks, here's his ear. Did you see it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, excellent hearing. Yeah. Yeah, when I've got that flap open, you don't want to talk about alligator boots and nuggets and stuff like that. Yeah, it gets a little upset. Yeah. Now, he's still hearing them, folks. When alligators go under the water and close their ear flaps, I'll show you how they hear. This is Charlie's cousin. We have a 3-bite limit. This one bit me 4 times. Yes. No, I'm kidding. He died of old age. There you go. Now, see these holes I'm putting my fingers in? This is soft tissue. There's no bone there at all. The soft tissue goes clear through the skull to the brain. And the sole purpose of this soft tissue is to pick up sound and vibrations when alligators are under the water. And you would be surprised how soft this is, folks. This tissue is softer than a baby soft spot. It's a very vulnerable area for alligators. Now, you ever watch this show Swamp People, where they hunt and kill these alligators and they use little 22 rifles? You wonder how in the world they could kill such a large animal with a 22 rifle. You shoot this guy with a 22 and he's running here, he's going to laugh at you. But there's no bone here to stop that bullet from penetrating and destroying the brain. But you got to be a good shot, though. Because right here's where the brain goes. Now, this was a 12-foot alligator right here, and he had a brain about the size of a marble. But don't hold that against him, because he used every bit of that little brain. They're smarter than people think. Yes, they can reason, they can do problem solving, they have a cerebral cortex. That's the part of the brain that allows you to reason and do problem solving. Now, humans have cerebral cortex. Well, most of them, yes. And a few, I don't know. Most of them do. Don't underestimate. Yes. Other alligators made the top 10 list of best mommies. They've been around for 200 million years. So they're doing something right. And this little gator right here, we've worked together long enough now. He actually knows what I'm going to do sometime before I do it. They're smarter than people think, folks. Yes, they are. Now, we'll get him to raise up here again. I'm going to show you water. You'll notice he's got his nostrils closed down. He's holding his breath. We also have waterproof throats. I'm going to get him to raise up here if he will. Charlie! Raise up here. Open your jaws. Can you see the back of his throat, folks? See how it's closed off? You can't look back his throat because there's a valve back there that's closed right now. It's called a gladius. That's a very handy feature. See how his mouth's under the water, but yet it's still open? He's not swallowing that water. He's got that valve closed. Now, a lot of times when people hold and hug my little baby alligator, they'll start kissing on them. I'll say, folks, now they like kisses, but you can't kiss them on the lips. And they'll say, why not? I say, well, they don't have it. Anytime they go into the water, even though they close their jaws, hey! Ambusher, you gotta watch him. He's an ambusher. Also, we got some new guys here. Here you go. Don't be sneaking up on me. Here we go. Didn't want to leave you guys out. Oh, you guys already been scared, ain't you?
Yes.
That's a pacemaker. Go. That hurts. Got a sore thumb. You need to be more careful. Yes. I usually don't get mad at him when he bit me about a month. I got mad at him the last time. I went and told these other alligators that taste like chicken. Yes. My wife says they're more like a ham. Here you go. Now, where was we? Oh, talking about that waterproof throat. One of the favorite ways alligators like to catch food has a lot to do with that waterproof throat because they like to lay under the water at nighttime with their mouths wide open. They use their jaws for traps, and buddy, they can snap their jaws faster than a steel trap could go. I'll show you. There you go. Now, the trigger to get them to snap their jaws is actually their tongue. Now, they love dark nights when there's no moon out. No more days off for you, big boy. That's a slick spot right there. I gotta stay away from that spot. There you go. I'm sneaking around behind you. Alligators give them a good breath of air. They lay under the water at nighttime with their mouths wide open, and they just patiently wait for something to come along and swim through there, like a fish, or a frog, or a snake, or a turtle. Now, when something comes along and swims through there and touches that little tongue you see on the bottom, it don't swim back out of there, bud. Those toes are very sensitive. They're also attached to the bottom jaw. So this guy bites you, but he ain't going to stick his tongue out at you. No, can't do it. He would if he could. He just can't. Now touch your tongue so I can show him how it's attached. Come around here, man. Come on. Come around here. I ain't afraid of you. Come here. Come on around here. Yeah. Come on. There you go. I ain't running no more. She says, you will if I come after you. There you go. Now raise up there, man. Come on. Put your legs. Come on. Come here, Charlie. I'm going to show him your tongue. Raise up there. Come on. There's his tongue, folks, right there. That tongue is attached. Now, when something comes along and swims through there and touches that tongue, what happens, big boy? He don't swim back out of there, folks. He can snap his jaws closed in 1/20th of a second with the force of 1,000 pounds per square inch. He's just a teenager. I watched him put a meter in a 14-foot alligator's jaws on a TV program one day. He was laying in his pen with his mouth open, just laying there being lazy with his mouth open. They stuck a meter in there and touched his tongue. He snapped his jaws closed at 1,900 pounds per square inch. But if he'd been serious about it, it would have been more. Yeah. You don't want to touch an alligator's tongue. No. Now, they also have weird feet, don't you? Yes, you do. You got weird toes. Huh? But if you behave yourself, I'll kiss you when we're done. But as long as you're doing this, I ain't. No. Yeah, you little rascal. No more days off for you.